死んだは初めて俺に伝えている。
絶望の匂いだ。
面白いこと見せようか。ほら、こんなにガチンが多すぎて。
お父さん。
あかん。
ドナルド君はまだ死ぬ時じゃないでしょ。
アメリカ万歳。ファイト。
絶対負けないよ。
ランドスライドまで。
出ろ。だってまだサンキュー言ってないでしょ。一回も言ってください。
おい、仲良くしてね。この世界季節いけるかな。昔グレートだと大きにまたグレートになるかな。あのさ、有名人なら誰かのマンコ掴んでいいさ。そう言い放せるで。
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage IDOT of the 199. Happy to see all of you here. Oh, somebody's talking shit. Somebody's talking shit about the intro. You know what that means. Motherfucker, you had to run your fucking mouth.
死んだは初めて俺に伝えている。
絶望の匂いだ。
面白いこと見せようか。ほら、こんなにガチンが多すぎて。
お父さん。
あかん。
ドナルド君はまだ死ぬ時じゃないでしょ。
アメリカ万歳。ファイト。
絶対負けないよ。
ランドスライドまで。
出ろ。だってまだサンキュー言ってないでしょ。一回も言ってください。
おい、仲良くしてね。この世界季節いけるかな。昔グレートだと大きにまたグレートになるかな。あのさ、有名人なら誰かのマンコ掴んでいいさ。そう言い放せるで。
At this point, I have no idea if people are actually bitching or if they're just talking shit, hoping I'll see it so that I'll react and play it again. Either way, it's a win-win, so it's all good. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Wednesday edition of... Now everybody's saying it in the chat. Okay, fine. You really want me to piss you off? I'm not going to make you sit through that one. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage IDOT of the 199. J Ray, member message says Disney made a 1.6 billion deal with WWE to stream most of their high-profile events. Wouldn't that make Disney MAGA by their own rules? Yeah, we talked about that today on Geeks Gamers Daily, and yeah, I'll have more to say on that. Honestly, I may just start covering professional wrestling on the main channel. I might start doing that. Professional wrestling and Nintendo. That's what the main G&G channel will be. We'll see. Keenan for 5 says the last moment of House of Cards season 6 made me feel like they didn't give a damn about the show anymore. Honestly, everything about season 6 made me feel like they didn't care about the show. Season 6 of House of Cards is like on the level of Game of Thrones season 8. It's one of the worst seasons of television ever. Absolutely horrific. So Grand Duke says Chrissy's in Florida, make her be a guest on Park Hoppin' or something. Mod Lives Matter, maybe not Jessica. Lol, just kidding. APL greater than SS. Fire Jerome Powell. J Rules, Hail 199. Thank you. The Good White says gay AI intro. Jeremy Cyborg says, started streaming my Mario Kart and Fallout 4 playthroughs, enjoying it, and might start streaming everything I play. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Hell yeah. Do it, man. The sky's the limit, man. All you can do is just start out and see what you can do. Mola Ram with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Mola Ram. Wyoming Sasquatch says, was going to spend 20 to call you gay, but I bought a Hulk Hogan CobraCast shirt instead. You know what? I respect the hell out of that. I absolutely respect the hell out of that. And on top of that, you still got to call me gay for 5. So it's a win-win, brother. I respect the hell out of that. And if anyone else is interested, we still have those until this Friday. I know there's been a few shipping issues, so I'm trying my best to get some answers on that. There's only so much I can do because it's all through Teespring. I personally think that the hoodie is badass. That red and yellow is just, it's just a perfect combination, man. It really is. The link is in the pinned comment, so make sure you guys go check that out. Okay, so President Trump had a scheduled, announcement today, and I was going to try to cover that, but I had some other stuff pop up. And so I didn't get a chance, but I can give you the gist of a lot of the stuff that he talked about. He had Apple CEO Tim Cook, or as Trump likes to call him, Tim Apple. And Apple has committed to, basically putting hundreds of billions of dollars into the United States of America. And so basically what this tells me is that if you have an iPhone, you are a Trump supporter. Oh, that's going to send the pronoun crowd into a frenzy. So all you pronoun weirdos, if you have an Apple iPhone, you are a Trump supporter.
Might show them a little bit about the product that you're going to be doing in Kentucky, Tim.
Absolutely. You mind if I step up?
Yes, please.
This bond was made in the U.S., California, and this glass comes off the Corning line.
Tim Apple doesn't know how microphones work, apparently.
Engraved for President Trump. It's a unique unit of one. It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
That's good. He's done well.
Designed it for you. And the base comes from Utah and is 24 karat gold. And it sits, I'll take the liberty of setting it up.
Wow.
Well,
I don't know what Tim Apple's doing right now.
congratulations,
Thank you very
Mr. President.
That whole thing was very, very awkward. But right here, Tim Apple. And by the way, if you're curious about like the whole Tim Apple thing, Trump actually called him Tim Apple to his face. So right here, he actually called him Tim Apple. Right here.
Forces, because we have to. We have so many. We're going to be opening up the labor forces because we have to. We have so many companies coming in. People like Tim, you're expanding all over and doing things that I really wanted you to do right from the beginning. I used to say, Tim, you got to start doing it over here, and you really have. I mean, you've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
It's just so funny, dude. It's just so funny.
Put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
He says it so casually. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. But here we have right here. Let's see. Listen to this right here from Tim Apple.
To make 19 billion chips for Apple in 24 factories across 12 different states. Second, we're committed to buying American-made advanced rare earth magnets developed by MP Materials, which will become part of Apple's devices shipped around the world. MP is the only fully integrated rare earth producer in the United States. And with this partnership,
it is great because as he's making these announcements, Trump is standing there as like, yeah, I did that. I did that. This is me. I'm getting all of this stuff made in America right here.
they'll be significantly expanding their flagship facility in Fort Worth, Texas. We're also thrilled to work together on a cutting-edge rare earth recycling line in Mountain Pass, California. And third, in Kentucky, we've worked with our partners at Corning to build the world's largest and most advanced smartphone glass production line. And I'm pleased to announce that very soon, this is for the first time ever, every single new iPhone and every single new Apple Watch sold anywhere in the world will contain cover glass made in Kentucky.
Dude, do people like you? And I'm not an Apple fan. I've said this 1,000 times. I don't like Apple. I have an Android. I cannot use Apple products, but that's irrelevant. Like, Apple is the biggest company, I think, in the world. I think. And you can't really put into perspective how huge this is. This is fucking massive. This is a massive, massive deal right here.
In addition to the American manufacturing program, we're also significantly growing our investments in AI, including expanding data center capacity in North Carolina, in Nevada, in Iowa, in Arizona, and Oregon. So we're going to keep making investments right here in America. We're going to keep hiring in America. And we're going to keep building technologies at the heart of our products right here in America. Because
that's what it's all about right there. Like, for all of the people that say, Trump's not doing anything, he's literally doing stuff every fucking day. This is a massive, massive announcement right here for the United States of America. John freaking Murdoch for $50 says, hey, Jeremy, I would have sent you a super chat, but I couldn't because my hands were busy and the stream ended. I do have an iPhone. I don't use pronouns and you are still gay. Thank you so much. And HBJ. Thank you, John freaking Murdoch. But look, man, like, I am not I say it all the time, like, I'm not a fan of Apple, but like, you can't help but just like acknowledge. I think Apple's if I'm wrong about this, somebody can correct me. I believe that Apple is the biggest company in the world. I think that they have the highest market, value in the entire world. I know they are in the United States, but I think it's the world. They are. Yeah, they're bigger than Google. They're bigger than everybody, I think. Pretty sure Apple's the biggest company in the world. Let's just look that up really quick, okay? Biggest company in the world. Let's see what pops up there. Companies ranked by market cap. Oh, so they're third right now. So NVIDIA is number 1, Microsoft 2, Apple is number 3. So in terms of market cap, Apple will be 3. So you got NVIDIA 1, Microsoft 2, Apple 3, Google 4, Amazon 5, Facebook or Meta 6, Tesla's number 10, Walmart number 12. In terms of earnings, revenue, Walmart, employees, so market cap gain, Apple is number 1. This is just this is the first, result here on Google that I found. But regardless of, where they are or aren't, I mean, they're third. So historically, pretty sure that they've consistently been number 1. But either way, so here is Forbes has it right here. So right there. So you got NVIDIA, number 1, who Trump has been working with. Microsoft, number 2. Apple, number 3. Amazon, who, again, another company. I don't know if Trump's done anything with Microsoft, but I know he's been working with Amazon, NVIDIA, and now Apple. And he's been doing stuff with Apple as well. So this is a monumental announcement right here. This is huge. Crazy awesome, dude. Geeks and Gamers holding down the 199 position. Ha! If we ever get to the 199 position, laughing man, we'll be in good shape. I don't think we're anywhere close. Maybe one day. We also have this right here. Huge news. The list of Republican states strongly considering redrawing their congressional maps before 2026, adding GOP seats, and the Democrats are getting antsy. Texas is in progress. Florida, Indiana, Missouri, and Nebraska all considering redrawing their congressional maps. Woo-hoo-hoo. Listen, Trump is going to completely destroy the Democratic Party. I mean, he already has in a lot of ways, but the Republican Party right now under Donald Trump has more momentum than it's ever had, and that's not debatable at all. Donald Trump, his power levels are reaching places that we didn't even think were possible. And fucking destroy these Democrats, because what we learned from 2020 to 2024, we learned that the Democrats are absolutely evil. They are evil, and there's no line that they won't cross. Now, the Republican side, Trump's got to be a little more methodical with how he does it, because the Democrats are so shady. But this is how it's done, man. This is how it's done. So you love to see it. This is great to see. Hell yeah. On top of that, for the nothing ever happens crowd, well, I got news for you. There's a lot happening right now. We've got ICE agents jumping out of the back of a truck and immediately start chasing down and rounding up illegals in Los Angeles. This is what I voted for right here. This is what I voted for. Beat that ass. Let's go. I love that shit, man. It's like a video game. So yeah, a lot is going on right now. Wyoming, so I got that one. Vault 95 says no MAGA hoodie. That's a Sydney Sweeney apology. I got Mario Kart tonight, and I decided I would wear the Geeks and Gamers hoodie instead. Royal Raptor says there was a shooting at Fort Stewart today. My friend who is there now was 10 minutes early to his home there, saving his life. That is crazy. Yes, so there was a shooting today at Fort Stewart. From what I understand, everyone is okay. At least there was no life-threatening injuries. But let me see if I have this clip right here. So all 5 soldiers who were shot at Fort Stewart are now in stable condition. 3 of them underwent surgery, but are expected to survive their injuries. Let's listen in right here.
In Georgia. Morning, shortly before 11 o'clock, an active duty soldier assigned to Fort Stewart, Georgia, shot and wounded 5 of his fellow soldiers here on Fort Stewart. Thankfully, all are in stable condition and all are expected to recover. The alleged shooter is in custody. We have reestablished security. I have lifted all lockdown measures on Fort Stewart, and there is currently no threat to the local community. I'd like to recognize and thank our Army law enforcement and medical personnel and our partners from local, state, and federal law enforcement and emergency services for their quick response and support. I would also like to thank the brave soldiers who immediately intervened and subdued the shooter. These soldiers, without a doubt, prevented further casualties.
Absolutely. Now, CNN, the most trusted name in news, CNN has reported that the shooter was male, possibly white, according to CNN. Now, again, I'm not here. I don't profile. I don't make, I don't make any assumptions or anything like that. So CNN has said that it was a male, possibly white. So this is the individual. But hey, according to CNN, possibly a white male. So we'll just, leave it at that.
Our wounded soldiers were initially evacuated to Wynn Army Community Hospital right here on Fort Stewart. All arrived in stable condition, and 3 of the 5 required surgical intervention. 2 have been transported to Memorial Hospital in Savannah, Georgia for additional care. We have identified the alleged shooter as Sergeant Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics sergeant assigned to 2nd Brigade Combat Team. Sergeant Radford has not previously deployed to combat. Sergeant Radford has been interviewed by the Army Criminal Investigation Division and is currently in pretrial confinement, awaiting a charging decision by the Office of the Special Trial Counsel.
So how dare that white shooter wear blackface? I am genuinely so happy that all the soldiers are okay, at least based on the reports we have right now. So this is the most recent update that I've seen. All 5 soldiers who were shot at Fort Stewart are now in stable condition. 3 of them underwent surgery but are expected to survive their injuries, thank the Lord. Several brave soldiers intervened and subdued the shooter, saving countless lives. So prayers up for all of those soldiers. And man, absolutely horrible to hear that. So look, man, the bottom line is like with everything going on, you know, I think we have to recognize just how much of an impact that President Trump has had on so many things. Like, it's really like in the social media world, it's really caught up. You can get caught up on so many different things and narratives and people talking about things. Just for a minute, separate yourself from social media for a minute and just think about a world where Kamala Harris wins. Think about how things look right now, 6 months in to this administration. If Kamala Harris is president, think about how drastically different everything would be. Now, the reason that I say that is because the truth is that because Trump won, Colbert fired, Howard Stern fired, Joy Reid fired, Acosta gone, Cavuto gone, Lester Holt gone, Chuck Todd gone, Chris Wallace gone, PBS defunded, NPR defunded, USAID is gone. White people are back in commercials. Morbidly obese black women are appearing less frequently in commercials. Disney removed the teenage trans girl from their show, Win or Lose. Black Captain America tanked. It just keeps going. And on that front, Trump actually did address some of this stuff today, where he was talking about Stephen Colbert, because he was asked about it today. I got to find that clip right now. It's just so damn good, man. To listen to Trump just roasting Colbert, and he brought up Howard Stern as well. I got to find that clip. Someone asked him about Howard Stern. Right here it is. Here it is. All right.
Colbert has no talent. I mean, I could take anybody here. I could go outside on the beautiful streets and pick up a couple of people that do just as well or better. They get higher ratings than he did. He's got no talent. Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because they get, you know, Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel.
That's the most Trump answer. I don't know. I hear they're going away. I don't know that for sure. That's the most Trump answer ever.
Next, they're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because they get, you know, Colbert has better ratings.
How do you answer it? I hear they're going. I don't know, but I imagine.
I don't know, but I would imagine because they get, you know, Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that. Howard Stern, it's a name I haven't heard. I used to do a show, used to have fun, but I haven't heard that name in a long time. What happened? He got terminated?
Yeah, they're going to separate ways because I think what they're offering salary-wise is real low than what he's getting.
You know when he went down?
Whenever you want.
You know when he went down? No, before. When he endorsed Hillary Clinton, he lost his audience. People said, give me a break. He went down when he endorsed Hillary Clinton.
Mr. President.
I see Gary in the chat. That's like Trump should just be a YouTuber. Trump should just 100% be a YouTuber. He's like, I hear Kathleen Kennedy's going away. I mean, I don't know that. I mean, you would think so. She has horrible ratings. No one likes her. She has no talent. I hear that, but I don't know. It's just what I hear. That's what they say. Trump should be a fucking YouTuber. Be the greatest thing ever. Let's see here. You want me to interview Trump? I don't think that's going to happen. We also had Trump speaking about what happened with big balls. I'm sure many of you have already heard the story about what happened because Big Balls was trying to save a woman from a group of Captain Americas, and they beat the living hell out of him. This is the picture right here. President Trump makes a comment on
things. We have a capital that's very unsafe. We just almost lost a young man, beautiful, handsome guy that got the hell knocked out of him the night before last.
Please, I don't know, Trump. I've not heard this. I really need Trump to say big balls. Like, I really need to hear that.
And I'm going to call him now. We wanted to give him a little recovery time. We just put a call into him. They're calling back in a little while, but he went through a bad situation, to put it mildly, and there's too much of it. We're gonna do something about it. So whether you call it federalized or what, and that also includes the graffiti that you see, the papers all over the place, the roads that are in bad shape, the medians that are falling down, the median in between roads that's falling down. We're going to beautify the city. We're going to make it beautiful. And what a shame. The rate of crime, the rate of muggings, killings, and everything else, we're not going to let it. And that includes bringing in the National Guard, maybe very quickly, too.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is the result right here of Big Balls trying to protect a woman that's being attacked by a bunch of criminals. And so, this guy's legend just continues to grow. And CNN having to constantly refer to him as Big Balls is the absolute most hilarious thing in the world. And so what an alpha giga chad this dude is. And I'm glad that he's getting the recognition that he deserves. And absolutely insane. So let's see here. Lapco says Hulk Hogan hoodie should have read a Real American podcast. Brother, still looks great. Just a missed opportunity. Oh, and you're gay. Thank you, brother. Wyoming Sasquatch says, wait, I wasn't a member all these years since the last Jedi days. Well, better late than never. Hail the 199. Hey, thank you, man. You might have been a member on another channel. I mean, at this point, I've got like 10 channels. So Mike Zero Source says, any thoughts on the libertarian spokesman Stu? You're probably trying to get me to say something, Mike Zero Source. Probably. I'm not going to fall for it. Too High Strung says, Tim's kissing his butt because Trump has him by the sack with his tariffs. Well, that's the whole point of the tariffs. Norm Alman says, will Apple factories in the U.S. be better than the ones in China? Don't know. I'm not going to be buying that shitty product, but a lot of people will. Wyoming Sasquatch says for a gifted membership, thank you. Zero for a gifted membership, thank you. Slain Hope with a gifted membership, thank you. Cole Hauser says, what's up, Jeremy? My homie. Praise Ara. Wyoming Sasquatch says, paying it forward on gifted memberships. Hail the 199. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are way too kind with all of your support over here. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. What is this one right here? So Epstein, the Epstein stuff came up today in Trump's press conference, and he addressed it. And J.D. Vance actually addressed it as well. So let me see if I could find that clip here. I got to search it out. Look at these gifties. You guys are just dropping gifties. I just saw 5 come in from Basket City. Mr. No One with another one. You guys are crazy. Mr. No One, are you playing Mario Kart tonight? We got a big Mario Kart stream tonight. You going to be there? Right here. So here's JD Vance shuts down false reports about a secret Epstein meeting with top White House officials tonight. So let's listen in.
Evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation.
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw it reported today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats.
Gathering this evening to talk about.
So on that note, we did get more Epstein news, and I gotta say, it's all that's going to happen with this Epstein news that we're getting is because people continue to ask the questions, and then they want this and they want that. Oh, well, you need to interview Maxwell. She has all the answers, yada yada yada. And then, of course, we got some answers. Or at least we got some reports, and people aren't happy with that report either, because of course they're not happy with the report. So right here, according to Maxwell, she told the DOJ that Trump never did anything concerning around her. And now people are saying, well, she's lying because Trump is promising her a pardon. And it's like, oh my God, dude, like, you want them to talk to her. She talks. And because she says something and it's not the answer you wanted, now you're trying to spin it into something else. It's like, Jesus, you can't fucking win with these fucking people. They're just always that's why they remind me of people on the left. They're not actually looking for the thing that they claim they're looking for. They're basically chasing ghosts. You give them the answer, you give them the results they want, and they go, well, that's not exactly it because it must be X, Y, or Z. It's like, oh my God, this is why I don't take that crowd seriously. It's why I troll the fuck out of them, because they're never going to be satisfied. Mentally ill fucking people constantly looking for an answer that's never going to satisfy them. And so you have to be kind of like off your rocker if you think Trump did anything wrong with the Epstein stuff. Like, I don't know what you think he did. It's absolutely fucking retarded. But again, it's the internet. People are going to believe whatever the fuck they want. So, Phil says, gives a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So we'll continue to see what happens along the way. But it's clear, like I've said many times, and again, the people that are constantly wanting answers or saying this, that, the other, like I've criticized the Trump administration 100 times for their handling of this thing, because I do think they have mishandled this entire situation. And they have put themselves in this situation to have to deal with all of the negativity that comes along with it right now. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking at the fact that at least they're interviewing her. They're having a discussion with her, and the fact that she's still here, because I did tweet out that I'm pretty sure. What did I tweet out? I said that we're basically getting ready to give an RIP out to her. Where's the tweet at? Right there. Yeah, right here. So I was like, yeah, here we go. RIP 1961 to next week or so. It's a good meme. Something to laugh at. But ultimately, now you've got Hunter Biden commenting on the story. Hunter Biden. And you have to ask yourself, like, hang on just a minute. Now Hunter Biden has passionate views on the Epstein situation. All of a sudden, Hunter Biden has very passionate opinions about Epstein. And it's like, your fucking dad was in power for 4 years. And you never said shit about Epstein. And now all of a sudden, Hunter Biden is he's an expert on Epstein. And it's like, wow, this is where we are now. Nancy Pelosi wants to talk about the Epstein files all of a sudden. Chuck Schumer wants to talk about the Epstein files all of a sudden. When Trump talks about it being a hoax, That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the Democrats are pushing this narrative all of a sudden. He's not talking about anybody else on the right that's doing it, but he is talking about the Democrats suddenly caring about something that they never fucking talked about ever. That's all it is. But 1919 space movie says apparently Big Balls was protecting his girlfriend. He shoved her in the car when he heard there were going to jack their car. Wish he had his 2A so he could have protected himself easier. Is that the deal? So it was his girlfriend? Is that some of the reports that we're getting? Interesting. I haven't heard that. I haven't looked too far in the into the story, but I heard the talking points. Let's see. Mike Zero Source says, interview Mike about the files. You're not going to get me, bro. Not going to get me on $2 fucking super chat. Like a 50, I'm not going to be like, if I see a 50, I'm just reading the 50 because like I'm not proofreading a 50. I'm like, damn, you sent me a 50. So I'll easily probably fall for it on a 50. A $2 fucking super chat with some weird fucking language, I'm probably going to be like, you're probably trying to troll me. A 50, I'm all excited. I'm not proofreading a 50. I'm just like, damn, somebody sent me a 50. I had to hurry up and read this so they'll send me another one. Robot Boob says, I'm sorry for breaking the chat yesterday when I said Michigan is the gayest. I know it was me. It happened twice. Hashtag 199. Did you break my chat? It was you. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. So it was you. Huh. Phil says, you know what to do, guys. No, I don't know what that's in reference to. The grift is real? Yeah, it is. It is. Right here. So check this out. She apparently went scorched earth talking about what happened to Big Balls. The fact that they're having to say Big Balls so much in the mainstream media is the coolest thing ever.
Kid who worked at the White House was beaten to a pulp. He's got a broken nose. He's got a severe concussion. He's battered all over his head, okay, by a gang of punks. 10 of them, I believe. 2 have been arrested, 2 15-year-olds. None of them come to my office, Laura, because they're not considered criminals. They go to family court where the effort is rehabilitation. The D.C. Council, and the president is right, they've got to stop their coddling. Number one, we've got to lower the age of responsibility to 14. I'm tired of having these kids commit crimes in their crews, not gangs in D.C. We've got an intern, you said it in your open. He's an intern from college. He gets shot going out for McDonald's at 10:30 at night. This kid is trying to help his girlfriend or his friend to a car. He gets assaulted, and but for a cop going by, they would have, had they gotten him on the ground, they would have stopped him and finished him. He was able to stay standing. This has to end. The council has this Youth Incarceration Act where we had a guy who shot a kid on a bus, not justified, with an illegal gun. You know what the sentence was? Probation. The judge said go to college. Okay? He took an illegal gun. He should be jailed for the illegal gun. Forget about the shooting. You put that on top of the gun. Then what we've got are kids who are out there who are making fun of all of this, doing carjackings, and I can't touch them because they want to protect them.
They know that, and that's why they travel in gangs.
Know that.
And the older kids send out the younger kids to do the real dirty work because they know they're fine.
They absolutely understand. And youth violence is on the rise, not just in D.C., but across the country. And if you think that these kids need to be coddled and they need to be hugged, they need to have consequences. They need to understand that enough is enough, that we're going to put them in jail or some kind of youth rehabilitation detention facility and not allow the D.C. Council, one of whom I just recently indicted, to take cover for these kids. It's time to end it. That's what the president wants. That's what we're going to do.
Look at what worked in New York City when Giuliani was mayor. He went after the small crimes, which led to reducing the big crimes. So the quality of life. So people defecating in the streets, blocks from the Capitol, which I saw the other day. That was lovely. The tents on K Street, the tents under the tunnels over here. They cleared up some of those out in front of Union Station, but it's horrific. This is the nation's capital.
Exactly.
And all over the United States, we have a similar story told. St. Louis, we've still seen blight
everywhere.
They want D.C. now to be Baltimore.
Well, here's the thing. D.C. is the nation's capital. People come here for pride and patriotism, not to get assaulted, carjacked, or shot, get caught in the crossfire like a young kid did last month.
Judge,
This is a conversation that's not going to slow down. You know, and the reason is because the media is so fucking corrupt. Because the media, when their narrative can be built that there are race hate crimes against black people, they will build that up. Yet we just talked about a white guy that was attacked by black people. Okay. What about the woman in Cincinnati? Remember that? The woman in Cincinnati that was attacked. She just spoke right here. Listen to her.
I just want to say that I don't want to relive what happened to me, 8 or 9 days ago.
It's only one ear for me.
Talk about the future and how we can change it, how we can prevent this from happening to anybody else. These heinous crimes have to stop. I never want this to happen to anyone else, especially a mother, a daughter, somebody who is loved. So I just know what it's done to my family, not just to me. And I think that moving forward, we do need more accountability. And I definitely think that, we need more police officers, but like he said, the judges who are just letting people out with a slap. The man who attacked me and might have permanently damaged me forever should never have been on the streets, ever. And the fact that he had just gotten out of jail previously for something he should have been in there for years. It's really sad to me because I can't even fathom how many other people who have been attacked by the same type of man over and over and over in Toledo, in Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton. Our streets are being taken over and nobody is doing anything. I am so sad. And I need to be the voice to help all of the victims that never got their justice. The biggest thing that I think really upsets me is the desensitization of humans, where there's a brutal attack, attempted murder in front of you, and they all think, oh, cool, let me get my phone and record it. I truly hope that in the future there's some sort of bill to where somebody has to be prosecuted or at least fined if they don't call 911 first to save someone's life. I have felt hopeless for the future of my children, what kind of world they're going to grow up in, because it has just gotten, worse and worse.
Absolutely horrific, man. And, again, I blame the mainstream media for a lot of the problems that we are facing as a culture and a society, from the simple fact that so many people can't just call balls and strikes anymore. You can't just say it for what it is, because the fucking media twists and manipulates and destroys people over fucking words, which is fucking ridiculous. Yet there's actions going on, but you're not allowed to say anything about it, or you're a racist. Fuck the media forever. Fuck them. I'm sick and tired of it. And Barack Hussein Obama, the person that really took this thing and elevated it to a level that no one else could have, the way that he manipulated the narrative, the way that he tried to boost up the victim narrative every time that there was a situation with a police officer, and Barack Hussein Obama would talk about that situation before any of the facts would actually come out. And then you just have everybody building this narrative. And then you got retards like LeBron James making statements saying his son, I'm scared for my son to leave the house because a police officer might kill him. What the fuck are you talking about? Where is that happening? Where are black people just leaving the house and they're just being killed for being black? Where the fuck is that happening? And nobody in the media is just going to say, LeBron, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, oh, yes, LeBron, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, a real reporter would be like, what are you fucking talking about, LeBron? Like, where is this happening? Where is this happening? You just said something that's happening. Where is this happening? And of course, that retard won't have an answer because he's just making shit up. It's just frustrating, man. So David Phillips for 20 says, Jeremy, the judge is a gilf. I don't disagree. Thank you for the 20. Normal Man says, stop slapping big balls, Fox News. Let's see. I saw someone said the only black I see taking accountability is Jason Whitlock. Well, that's not true. There's a lot of black people that are pretty based and are willing to call bullshit out. Whitlock is okay. Whitlock's a little hit or miss for me on a lot of his takes for sure, but I would say he's like 51-49 good takes versus some crazy takes, you know. I do like a lot of what Whitlock has to say, though. I do. Robot Boob, I got that one. Mike Zero Source says, you're right. I can't get you. Just ask Anita. Chat, please try to get one past Jeremy. Sipping on Simcast says, Toby Keith Hair, because you're secretly an OU fan. Youper, is it Youper? 199 says, great show as usual, Jeremy, especially the intro. Thank you so much. Snooty Mims for 10 over on Rumble. Dorkman 20K is making it rain on Rumble. Also, Dan the Man. Dan the Man 19961 and TXC CAM have channels on Rumble. Give them a follow. And Dorkman dropped 20 gifted memberships on Rumble. 20 gifted memberships. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much. JD Corey says, where is the 199 big balls shirts? That is funny. JD Corey says, he is mostly white, just like that is mostly peaceful, active shooting. For once DEI worked, that he was a bad shot and a bad soldier. Zero says, Sweeney, Sydney Sweeney. What? Hang on. Yeah, I'm just gonna highlight that one, but that's it. I saw Sydney Sweeney and I was like, I was gonna read that one. So, let's see. Okay, we got a couple more things to talk about. You tried to get me. You tried, but you failed. Okay, you tried, but you failed, and that's the bottom line on that. Soldier On says, who's those Geeks and Gamers, or where's those Geeks and Gamers videos? Get back at it, Jeremy. I know. Maybe I'll start tonight. You know what? How about I set a super chat goal? We only got 12 minutes left, though. I'll set a super chat goal on here. If we reach the super chat goal, I'll make a video for Geeks and Gamers tonight. How about that for some grifting? How about that? Thank you, Star Wars and Stripes, for the $20 super chat, and says nothing. 0 for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. And I'll start it out with the what's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. I'm not going to do that. I will make the video. I'm not going to grift it. I was just bullshitting. I'm not going to. That would be ridiculous even for me. Simple Jeremy for $1. Thank you, Simple Jeremy. That would be ridiculous even for me, which is why I'll probably do it. So, Jeremy's grifting. It's reached 9,000. It's going to be a YouTube short. No, I don't know. There's a lot of things I could talk about. I'll probably make a WWE video, to be honest, to talk about the woke meltdown over Brock Lesnar. And that's been pretty damn funny to watch. It really has. And again, listen, man, how can you not appreciate Sydney Sweeney? Look at that form. Look at that form. How can you not appreciate Sydney Sweeney throwing out first pitch at the Red Sox game? You know, great form, great personality. Who's upset about that? You know, like who's upset about that? It's pretty good. Eric K says, where's the review of War of the Worlds? Well, I did put that on Criticless. My gosh, that's a bad movie. I don't know if it's worth a deeper breakdown or not. Vault 95 says, when are you sending Trump a 199, a G&G 199 hat? I have a feeling he wouldn't wear it even if I sent it to him. I have a feeling he would not, even if I sent it to him. But hey, maybe I'm wrong about that. Simpin on Simpcast says, Sweeney AI parody song commercial tonight. I don't think Steph actually sent it to me. I don't think she actually sent it to me. So, what is this? United Airlines has halted all U.S. departures due to a nationwide system failure affecting aircraft load calculations. The disruption has led to a complete standstill, with all flights grounded and no takeoffs or movement expected until the issue is resolved. United anticipates the issue will persist throughout the evening, with frustrated passengers reported being stuck on the tarmac. This is why I do not fly. I'll just drive. I don't want anything to do with airlines and all that BS that comes with it. None of it. Todd James says, keep up the great work, Germ. God bless America. God bless our troops. God bless the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Go Pokes. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. Marlon Steele says, I'm only going to send a small amount because I want more CobraCast and less Jeremy Geeks and Gamers at videos at this point. Well, I mean, I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 months. So, you know, I have not done that since it's been about 2 months now. So, let's see. Yeah, I just saw that breaking news there. So that is a big deal, though. That's a pretty big deal with, especially like I can only imagine. I've never been in that situation because I've only flown like once or twice. I can only imagine being in that situation, though. That's awful. Yeah, now a lot of people are reporting on that. So, okay. What is this? Oh, I got that one. Okay. Well, I got to get ready for the Mario Kart stream. So, I do appreciate you guys and gals hanging out with me for this short stream. Solo Felix is great 1994 book, The Bell Curve Explains Crime. Thank you, Solo Felix. Okay, so if you want to come hang out with us, Geeks and Gamers Play and D-Day Cobra Gaming for Mario Kart, you'll hear us yell, scream, cuss, a lot of name calling, a lot of yelling, a lot of insults, because that's just what we do and wouldn't have it any other way. So I will raid my stream over there if you guys are interested. Let's see. Oh, of course, Alan. Short stream, big balls. Thank you, chat and mods, says Blue Ridge Bear. Thank you so much. Matt X says, I fucking love Super Mario. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ghost to Ghost says, good show. Thank you. Johnny 2x4 says, mostly white Mario Kart. Catch all on the gaming stream. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Hope you have. Oh, Robo Guy for 20 says, for internet censorship. Hang on. For internet censorship, why isn't the Trump administration or MAGA accounts or YouTubers mentioning it or in the UK? Even the censorship bill in Congress. This affects everyone, and the fact that they're not saying shit is worrying. Well, I mean, Trump himself did talk about the censorship in the UK, and he basically threatened them to stay as far away from the U.S. as possible and not getting U.S. companies involved in that. So Trump himself did comment on it. I need to look further into it. So I've talked about it a little bit, but Madam Savvy has been an MVP on this topic. So, and I have mentioned her work very, very much because she is an autistic weirdo, and Madam Savvy has been crushing it. So, I thought about it the other day about maybe just making an individual video with her about it because she's so plugged into that. But yeah, Savvy's been crushing it. So maybe definitely go check her out. Okay, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you over on the gaming stream. Have a good evening. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.